Welcome back to my channel. This still remains STC or Street Talk Central. Today I want to touch on a few things since we are in the rainy season in Ghana. If you want to buy a land in Ghana, then this is the perfect time for you to decide because in Ghana, most of our lands are clay. When it rains, it's very difficult to dry up. It takes a very long period for the water to dry. So if you are buying the land during the dry season and you think the area you bought your land is very good for you to build, you might end up regretting because someone or the landowner might have sold a land which is not good for you and you might have lost your money already. And in Ghana too, sometimes after buying the land, whether you've gotten your papers or not, it's very difficult to get your money back unless you use the hard way, which I won't talk about that one. So imagine you want to buy a land in Ghana. You are an expatriate and you want to acquire a land in Ghana. What are the few things you have to know? Well, I won't talk too much. I have a video I did last year, which I want to share that video with you so that you watch and know the things you need before you acquire a land in Ghana. There's no rush into it. Yes, your money is ready, but take your time and watch this video first before you even think of buying the land. If you are an expatriate and you want to relocate to Ghana or buy a land in Ghana to build a house, there are several things you have to know about before you even think of buying the land, because this is a country where you can buy a land, build on it. Until you are done, someone might come and tell you this land belongs to me. Well, if you want to buy a land in Ghana, there are several things you have to know about. The first one I'll talk about is one, don't buy a land in Ghana during dry season, because sometimes you may see a very nice and beautiful landscape somewhere, thinking, oh, this land is so nice, I want to build a house over here, or set up a restaurant over here, or set up a boutique over here. No, at times when it rains in Ghana, almost everywhere there's flood. Only few places in Ghana, Accra, in Kumasi, Takrady, Cape Coast, Kaswa, does not flood. So when it rains, that is the perfect time for you to go around the localities where you prefer to buy your land to build your house or to build any property on. Go around and then find a better location that you think, oh, this one is very good. Because you may buy the land, build on it. When it rains, you see flood all over your house. That will not be a good idea. So that's one thing you have to know about. Most of our land is clay. So when it rains, the possibility of flooding is very high. So you have to know where to buy a good land during rainy season. During the rainy season, because of the flood, you find it very easy to locate a better place for your house to be built. That's one thing you have to know about. And the second thing is, one, if you are buying a land in Ghana, you can decide to buy from an individual who has registered his land or her land, or you can also buy from the local chiefs. You can also do that, or you can also buy from a family. With all these three things that I've mentioned, or these three options that I gave out, there are negative news attached to all of them. First of all, let's start with the local chiefs. You know, if you want to buy a land in Accra, for instance, or Kaswa, for instance, and you go to the chiefs to buy the land, sometimes they will tell you, oh, this land is not for anyone. It's fresh. There are documents on it. It belongs to us, and you can buy this land. And you to be happy to make payments, get your document and everything. Only for you to be told by some group of men who go around mostly every site to tell you they are land guards, telling you this land doesn't belong to you, it belongs to this person, so you have to pay this amount of money before the land becomes your own. They will keep harassing you till you pay the money. They tell you they are guiding the land for you. Meanwhile, you haven't gave them any contract to guide your land for you. So the chiefs can mislead you. Some, not all of them, but some of them can mislead you to buy a land which has already been sold to someone. So before you buy a land from any chief, let them show you the land documents. If there's no name on it which indicates yes, the land truly belongs to them and they haven't sold it to anyone, you have to clarify that from them. Also, go to Lands Commission to make sure the land is actually not sold to anyone. Because you can start building, and in less than 6 months, someone from nowhere can come and tell you the land doesn't belong to you. I bought this land in this year, and how come you are building on my land? That will be a very big issue for you when you try not to go to the Land Commission to verify the land you are buying. The number two I'm talking about is going to the real estate agencies to buy a land. Sometimes all their lands are finished. They've sold everything, 100% gone. Some of them keep advertising that you can buy a land from them, pay 50%, and then pay the rest on installments, and you'll be happy. Oh, why? Maybe I send the land for you to you at, let's say, 100,000 Ghana cedis, and they tell you pay 50,000 Ghana cedis and pay the rest on installments. Whilst you keep building, you keep paying the rest so you finish, so you complete your house. You'll be happy. But mind you, when you fall on them to build or to buy the land without any proper investigation, you might end up buying a land which has been sold to at least two people, and you end up losing your money for good. And you can even chase them every single day just to get your money back, and you will never get it. Those real estate agencies, some of them are not so good. The third one is buying a land from a family. First of all, when you want to buy a land from a Ghanaian family, make sure you know two things. First of all, is the family head still alive? If not, who is in charge of the property, the family property? Who is in charge now? If you don't find out these two things and then you go straight, contact any of their family members because they all bear the same surname. You contact any of them to buy a land from them. Yes, he also has an authority over the land. He can tell you, oh, you can buy this part of our land, you can buy half of it or buy a portion of it and then pay this amount of money. I will do the papers for you. Yes, you make payments. And when any of his or her family members go to the land to see someone building on, what do you think will happen? They will take you on. So if you are buying a land in Ghana, make sure you know this the things that I mentioned. First of all, if you want to buy from a family, if the family head is not alive, then make sure you find out who is in charge of the properties. Then, if you know who is in charge, make sure you know any details about the land. That when you buy, it's not going to give you problems when you start building. If not, you can go ahead and then make payment and then build upon the land. And if you're buying from chiefs, make sure the land is fully registered and has not been sold to anyone. And verify from Lands Commission as well. If you're buying from real estate agents, to make sure the land has not been sold to anybody, and you are the first person to get hold of that particular land you want to buy or and then also build on. And verify as well. If you want proper a real estate agent to build your houses for you, any project at all that you want, you can you can contact DevTraco. They are so good at it. They can also do it for you. They can build your house for you. You can also contact one contractor I know so well who is also very good in building houses for people. And he's called Akonobia Construction Limited. And his number is 02050253692. So Akonobia Construction Limited. And he can make sure your properties are being built to your satisfaction. Now, the next thing that I'll talk about, if you want to buy a land in Ghana and build any style that you want, is make sure you get a good contractor. Sometimes, when you don't take your time to find out who can actually build your house for you, you end up hiring a contractor who will start the building for you, but you realize you are paying more money. All the time he will tell you, bring this amount of money, I'm going to buy this materials from this shop and it costs this. You make payment in less than 2 weeks. You also bring another cost. You keep paying till you get fed up. So if you want to build a house in Ghana, the last thing I'll talk about is make sure you follow up on the contractor who is building the house for you. At least to save you so much cost, you can install CCTV cameras on your site so you can follow up on whatever is being done on the site. This alone will save you so much cost. The last thing that I'll talk about is if you want to build a house in Ghana, make sure wherever your contractor wants to buy the materials that you'll be needing to build the house, at least know the current prices of your materials or the materials he's going to use so that he doesn't bring overpriced materials to you. Otherwise, you might end up paying more than usual. So make sure you also take that into consideration as well. So in all, All I'll say is if you want to build a house in Ghana and then maintain peace, first of all, verify the land you want to buy from Lands Commission. Also take into consideration that there are a lot of langas in Ghana that are going to disturb you when you start building. They will keep harassing your contractor every single day just for him to pay them off before they can be free to build for you. Without compensating them, then forget about getting your house. Thank you for watching this video, and we found this very helpful to you, wherever you are in the world. If you want to relocate to Ghana and you want to buy a land, verify and verify before you even make payments, to save you a lot of headache and stress. Subscribe to the channel, leave your comment below. What do you think? Do you think it's worth it to build in Ghana? To me, I would say yes. What about you? Let me know your views in the comment section. Also, like the video, share the video, keep staying safe, and I'll see you in my next episode. This still remains